this is Solver. Now, for the past few years, Huawei has been pulling back from the global smartphone market for two key reasons. One being the absence of Google services on their smartphones, and secondly, the absence of advanced chipsets to power their smartphones. But this is bound to change, as Huawei has finally found a solution to these two key issues. Now, Huawei for some time now has solely been focusing on the Chinese smartphone market, which seems to have been a good strategy. Now, after establishing a strong presence in the Chinese smartphone market with a Kirin chipset, Huawei is now aiming to return to the global smartphone market once again. According to recent reports, Huawei is attempting to reposition themselves in the global smartphone market, which I think is a step in the right direction. Now, with the release of the Mate X6, Huawei laid the first foundation in making this global comeback a reality. Before the release of the Mate X6, Huawei tends not to place much emphasis on the chipset that powers their smartphone, as they usually tend to keep it a secret. But with the release of the Mate X6, Huawei revealed the name of this chipset, which is the Kirin 920 chipset. Unlike the previous version of the Kirin chipset, which is the Kirin 910 chipset, which we saw power the Pura 70 series, this new version of the Kirin chipset, being the Kirin 920 chipset, saw a massive improvement in its performance, with over 39% improvement in its performance, whilst ensuring better gaming experience, which is quite impressive. Also, when it comes to the area of Huawei finding a replacement for Google services, as of now, Huawei has been able to develop their own in-house made operating system, which is the Harmony OS Nest. And even with that, people who still want to have access to Google services, there is a mechanism in place that they can equally use to have access to the Google services. Now that Huawei has found a solution to their biggest challenge, they are on the move to start focusing on the global market once again. Now, as much as Huawei has made a lot of strides, which is quite impressive, this doesn't also mean that Huawei has found a permanent solution to their chipsets problem, as Huawei is still struggling to move from 7nm chipsets to 5nm chipsets. Bear in mind that rivals such as Samsung and Apple are already on the move to equip their smartphones with a 2nm chipset. So, Huawei still has a lot of work to do to make their global comeback a reality, which I must admit remains a very difficult task. What is your take on this? Do you think Huawei can come back once again and conquer the global market again? Or this is highly impossible? Kindly let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And if you find this content informative, kindly don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next updates. See you in the next one. I'm out.